Aqua gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message from my beautiful Aquarian soul family. My Aqua gang in this thing. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to the energy showing up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that the messages are general, guys, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't force anything to fit. When it comes to my tarot, please try to stay fluid, as my messages are fluid, you guys, okay? They're also timeless. So this could be something that is currently unraveling, something that will be unraveling here in the near future, or something that has already occurred, right? In the near past. It doesn't seem too far off, whatever this is. Let's get a few more shuffles here. The energy and the morale is kind of low within this person, okay, in terms of how they see the connection moving forward. The last couple of readings I've had this deck being pulled out, which is rare, okay? I don't hardly ever use this deck, which is the White Witch Tarot, and it only has major arcana. So that is a signifier of major shifts, events, and energies that are currently surrounding you and this connection. But I feel like the major parts of this energy showing up is really stemming from this person's point of view rather than your own. Just as a disclaimer, guys, let me express my sincerest apologies if you hear any noise in the background. Let's all just kind of try to stay focused. But I think that also has some significance in this reading, a lot of noise, okay? Noise that is not controllable, right? It's outside noise. It's noise that's kind of coming in from all directions. Let's go over the very first three cards that we have coming out, guys, okay? Before we pull anything else. The very first card was the Empress. The next card out was the Strength card, and that came out crossing the Empress. And then lastly, we have the Chariot, okay? So very important, major arcana. However, the way that they are being placed on the spread is also of significance, okay? I feel like the Chariot is over off in a distance, whereas the energy from the past is giving the Empress and the Strength. This is somebody who views this connection as a form of their confidence, right? Like they're just now realizing that a lot of their confidence may have stemmed from being connected to you. This is somebody who is speaking of your value up front and close, okay? For up front and first and foremost, even if that's not something that they show to you that they understood or that they could see, right? They're signifying you as the Empress or the Emperor agenda, doesn't matter, guys, okay? This is about energy. When we speak of the Empress specifically, this is about a nurturing quality. This is also about you pouring into this person, adding to their confidence. And I feel like that is something that this person feels is now off in the distance with the Chariot over there to the side. Okay, I also feel like this is someone who misses your softer touch in their life, right? Their life is hardening without you being either in close proximity or without them being able to have the same level of access, whatever you want to call it, right? Like however you want to lay the cards out, all pun intended. I also feel like the Chariot signifies that this person wants to move things forward, like they want to bring things back together. They want to re-strengthen the commitment, the connection, the union, the trust, whatever was broken here. This is somebody who's coming in wanting to like repair it. They're wanting to sign up for repairs, but I feel like, you know, a lot of the decisions in terms of whether or not there will be forward movement in that direction is really going to be up to you. So can we please clarify this Empress energy, please? Let's clarify the Empress. You might have a child with this person, but not necessarily, okay? This could be somebody who sees you, yeah, as like the divine feminine to their divine masculine, or vice versa, as we have divine masculine coming out here. So I also get that this is somebody who never felt quite on your level, but I see them doing work in the background to try and meet you where you are. The only problem is you are steadily moving, okay? The Chariot is all about movement. So it's like because this person took so much time to try and bring themselves to your level, they are so far behind. And even as they're working to get on your level, you are still currently moving forward. So they feel like there's no way to catch up, okay? They feel like as soon as they reach a different milestone, you have elevated to the next level. Ooh, they're almost mentioning it as like a video game. Okay, this is not a competition, but I feel like this person has no choice but to view it from a competitive perspective, because you may also have others suitors or other people who are interested, or they may feel like they're in danger of losing you if you meet someone as they're trying to, you know, like get themselves together. So clarify, wow, the Strength card, look at that. Pressure cooker. Yeah. It's like time is not on this person's side. I also heard time is of the essence. This person might really be kicking themselves for how long it's been taking them, right? With rage going right over the Strength card though, I feel like they're having a multitude of like energies and emotions coming up all at once. They don't really know where to put it, which is why there's this explosive type of energy. This person is not exploding towards you, but they may be taking it out on other people who have nothing to do with you all's situation. Okay, they're mean. They're mean, they're snappy, a total bitch, a total asshole. That's how I'm hearing it, right? Like at work, if they run a business, this is somebody who feels like they have every other part of their life in order, except they can never get this shit right. Whether it be commitment with you or in the past, right? They can never have something long-term, and it is because of whatever insecurities they may have let creep into the connection, or whatever insecurities they may have allowed to promote their arrested development, is how I'm hearing that, right? This is somebody who doesn't view themselves on your level. I don't get that you ever judge this person for not being on your level. I'm gonna be honest, right? We have drastic, and that's what's clarifying the Chariot. So there was some kind of a harsh cutoff. There was just some drastic change in perspective, as well as change in desire for this, right? The union, the commitment, being together. Yeah, their emotions are all over the place. They're not used to this. This is somebody who never changes. They don't change for people. And they never intended to have to change for you either, except they feel like they have no choice now, right? They don't want anybody else to have you. And they don't know what life is without you. These are their words, not mine, y'all, okay? Yeah, they feel like they're about to explode, especially if they haven't been able to talk to you, if they've been trying to communicate with you and they haven't been able to get through, or if you have just been kind of cold, distant, and detached. Just take it how it resonates. They feel like whatever the shift that you made was extreme, it was harsh, and it was unexpected, right? So it's also making them feel like they have to make extreme and take drastic measures. Something that they would have never considered for anybody else, right? So even though you may feel like this person didn't really pour into you the way that you deserved, or maybe you didn't know that they saw the value in you, this to me shows that they know exactly who the fuck you are. They know exactly what the fuck you bring. They know exactly what the fuck they were doing though, right? That's really the operative phrase. And now you want to put balls to the wall because you're about to miss out? No, y'all. I'm saying you can do what you want, but And they might be able to feel new energies. Ooh, look. They view you as the one, right? This could be a twin flame for sure, because it gives runner chaser. It gives when I'm ready, you're not. When you're ready, I'm not, right? Like it's kind of off balance, off kilter, all over the place, up and down, very emotional, extremely emotionally charged, lots of adrenaline, lots of magnetism, yet lots of aversion in certain directions. Deep. Yeah, they might be able to feel another energy moving in on your turf. Maybe you're already seeing someone else, but I don't get that necessarily. I feel like this is somebody who is getting emotional and spiritual downloads, okay? Intuitive downloads for sure. They may even be having dreams, right? They're getting some kind of insight, intel that you are leveling up, right? You've never stopped leveling up, but now they want to become serious about being in the same proximity as you, being on the same level as you, being in alignment with you. Getting on the same motherfucking page. Now they want to get serious about it, but unfortunately, I kept hearing time is not really of the essence. Time is not on this person's side. Okay, I'm seeing like the Roadrunner. Is that on Looney Tunes? Yeah, this motherfucker's crazy. But you're crazy. Yeah, that's on the Looney Tunes. This is definitely giving twin flame energy, you guys. Not for all of you, but for some of you, okay? It could just be a very strong spiritual connection. If this is a twin flame, this is something that you've already figured out. Okay, there will be no doubt in your mind. You've already done the research. You already know this, right? So I feel like this is a twin who is finally wanting to get on the path of ascension, right? This is a spiritual awakening, like a real aha moment that, oh shit, Aquarius is like down the road somewhere in another town. They pussyfooted around way too long. So we have separation and we have ascending. You can't make it up, guys, right? That's what this is all about. Not being left behind, yet not doing what needed to be done in order to be able to stay around. Separation is here twice. So even if you haven't separated from this person, your energy appears to be separating, or it feels, right, energetically, as if your souls are taking different paths, taking different directions. Yours is ascending and this person's has probably stayed kind of stagnant, right? They may have let their ego definitely get in the way of things, meaning because they never had to change for anyone else, they weren't going to allow you to believe you were special, like fuck out of here. Except now they want to, but they sat on their hands way too long. That's what it's feeling like to me. So let's dig a little bit deeper here. Two more shuffles. I usually have a lot more to say. I feel like this person is sitting in silence. They're definitely very much so deep in thought. Look, with the Judgment, okay? There could be no second chances. Maybe second chances is off the table, but now they're ready to give it all. Yeah, I feel like the truth is now hitting them in the gut. Tower. Right? There's swift changes happening all around this person, but I feel like these are more internal changes, right? These truths coming to light about who they are, what they had, what they could have had with you, where the two of you should have been by now, how you might see them now. How do you see the future? Are they in it? Do you still look at them the same way? Do you still feel for them the same way? Do you still want them in the same way? Because at some point I feel like you stopped fighting for this, and I guess that they didn't take a notice up until now, and it could be a little too late to be taking notice. Yeah, they should have been putting motherfucking pentacles in this shit. So this person is spending a lot of time alone. They're very much so deep in thought. I do see them coming towards you with a pretty hefty offer. The only thing that gives me the ick slightly is because it feels like you have other options either already arriving or that have already come, right? Or getting ready to come. There's something about somebody else putting in the effort and taking you off of their hands. What? Yeah, there's something about you. Yeah, there's something about somebody else coming to take you off of their hands. It would be a missed opportunity, and it would be the death to this cycle forevermore. Like that would be, I'm hearing nail in the coffin, and I'm also hearing put a fork in it, it's done for the rest of this lifetime, for sure. No matter how this person presented themselves, okay, because for some of you, this could be somebody who had like some form of commitment issues. They never truly saw themselves with anyone but you, but they didn't give you shit. You see what I'm saying? Or they didn't give you enough. This could also be somebody who played on the fact that they may have had multiple options. They could be very attractive or have been very attractive their whole life, that sort of thing, but the well is running dry. The options are running dry. They may have placed you like on the sideline, on the back burner, thinking that they could take you off the shelf when they were ready. And it's like they kind of let time slip away from them. Now that they're ready to take things, I don't even get that they would have been ready to take things serious if they weren't getting these intuitive downloads about you being taken off their hands. That's how I keep hearing it. Who do they think they are? We have Scorpio here. We have Virgo here. Okay. Lots of Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, you're standing on business. This person thought you were all about the cups, but I feel like you started showing up with very grounded energy and extremely strict program. You may have gotten stricter over the years, over the last couple of months, over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they feel like you're like battling them, or you're talking back a lot more. You have a lot more to say, or you're not as impressed with what you used to be impressed with. And you're not as, you know, happy-go-lucky. You kind of are combative. You're debating them. You have a difference of opinions. They are actually expressing it as being disagreeable to this person. That means that maybe you don't like them like that no more. You don't feel them like that no more. The Star card is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you've just healed certain things within you that doesn't allow you to stay in situations where somebody is not making a fucking choice. What do you think this is? No, you don't get forever. Person is a bit cocky too, with the twin flames coming out multiple times. It gives somebody who thinks that just because this is a spiritual connection and it's unlike no other, and the two of you may have expressed this to one another, that they could just kind of put their feet up. They can kind of take their time. I'm hearing drag their feet, right? Moving slow as motherfucking molasses, and playing on the idea of maybe placing you in competition or making you feel like you have competition on the field, which would allow them to be able to be up on a high horse and still put in less. And now we have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles, y'all. What the? Wow. Ouch. Ouch. This is heavy as fuck. You're not in control here. Talking to your person. Tens do signify the end. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that this is the end of this connection, but it's most certainly the end of how things were going. Okay, shit is changing. Period, point, and the blank. Okay, whether they want it to or not. This is why they're doing damage control and trying to come in with these swift offers, these huge offers. Okay, Ace of Pentacles is nothing to bat an eyelash at. It's major, it's big, but why haven't you fucking done it before? Talking to your person now. Ma'am Cerebra says, why not? Why up until now have you not done it? And now this is heavy as a bitch because you are on the chopping block. You are the weakest link, bitch. You are definitely in danger, Molly. Molly, you in danger, girl, okay? You in danger, my guy. You are in danger. Have they ever been in danger before? No, no, no. They're normally the ones holding the axe. Okay? They're normally the ones holding the axe. They don't have any control over it this time. This is why they're sweating. Sweating bullets is what I'm hearing. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? For those of you who have resonated, we're going to really dig in and see where this is all going, get you all of the information you need so you can make the best decisions for yourself. Okay, we're going to really dig in, get to the nitty gritty if you know how I get down in my extended. I hope it's not too long. We're going to pull advice as well and time frames for when this is all going down. I also want to look into your next cycle and see what's over there as well. For those of you who are putting the nail in the coffin or putting the 10 of Swords into this cycle, that's not going to be for all of you. It's only going to be for some of you. Okay, so we're going to see what that gives. We'll see how this is all going to go down and how it all will turn out. We'll pull advice, and I may throw in an Ask the Universe reading. Okay, where I give you the floor to ask a few questions because this reading was kind of like a lot. So I'll have more instructions for that over in the extended. So without further ado, click the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. And I'm going to see y'all over there. So let's go.